Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Who is ready for the most exciting video of the year? It is the video where I get paid twice and we budget it together. For those of you who have been following for a while, you know that I was expecting a payment from my previous job. I can't say what it's for. No one did anything wrong, but I finally found out what it is. Obviously, I got paid it on the 20th and then I've started my new job and I'm getting paid that at the end of the month. So my payment from my old job was £4,600. That's with all my like holiday and like tax on the holiday and everything included, which is really exciting. And as we dive into the budget, I'll let you know what my new salary is. This video is doubly exciting because I get to change the title to how I budget my 57k salary, because I also got a pay jump when I switched jobs. This is obviously a really great month money-wise for me, and I hope no one takes this as bragging ever. I always just believe in being transparent about my finances. I just think it's helpful for people, and hopefully when I one day buy a house, I want you guys to see all the little things that built up to me being able to afford my deposit with my partner. So without any further ado, let's get into budgeting. Okay, so I've cleared my monthly spreadsheet just so that I could type it all in nicely for you guys. On the 20th, I received from my old job the £4,600, very exciting. I have split my salary into like my first outgoings and then the rest, so that I will be like budgeting my second salary and I can see how it's going to look going forward. Since this is like an ad hoc payment, I've got a little ad hoc budget bit up here. And then on my 57k salary from my new job, I just received my first pay slip. It's going to be £3,215 approximately. That would be lovely if I could just whack that all into savings, but unfortunately, as you saw in my last video, I did mistime some bits with my Taylor Swift gig, so we have to pay back my savings. So from one savings pot I borrowed 550. That was from my like social media earnings pot, which is nearly £1,000. When I hit £1,000, I'm gonna make a video breaking down what it's made up of and how I made my first £1,000 through TikTok. Haven't made any money through YouTube yet, but please hit subscribe to help me with that goal. Actually, I don't need more subscribers, I need more watch time. So please watch to the end to help me with that goal. Okay, next up, I borrowed £800 from my house savings cash ISA. So that was to pay off my Taylor Swift tickets. I paid off like 300 odd last month. So I only had like 10 days between my payment from my old job and my payment from my new job. And I decided to give myself quite a lot of money because I've just started my new job and all the galleys in the office dress so well. And I can categorically say I am the worst dressed in the office. So I need to get some more work clothes, even though I bought one outfit before. Just wasn't cutting it. So I gave myself £500 for that 10-day gap. I also had like 5 days off over the bank holiday and I wanted to do some nice things with my baby and just live a little, you know, we can't save everything, guys. I did whack 2k straight into my house savings, but then when I checked it, it was like 189 off the next grand. So I made it 2,189, and I stupidly have my Vinted linked to my main account and not my Monzo, so there was like £23 charge on some jeans for the office as well, but I'm gonna move that over. But anyway, that is how I spent the first big payment. Oh yeah, I still have 500 in the account, so I haven't actually spent it all yet. Anyway, that's how I spent the first payment. That does come in at just around 4k, so there's still like 500 odd in my account before I received my second salary. I wanted to see what it was going to be before I decided where I was going to put it. So let's get going. I am going to put in the full amount for rent and bills this month. I can finally definitely stick to paying that every month. I haven't shared what my half of the expenses are for a while, in a couple of months, so I thought I would just do that for people curious. Our rent is an eye-staggering 2k. Some people have left me comments before telling me to move back home with our parents, and that is something that we talk about all the time and we think about, but I want to be in the position where we're like almost ready to buy a house when we do that, because I know it can take like 6 months to close. And as much as I love both of our parents, all sets of our parents, I don't want to be living with them for more than say 6 months. I lived at home with my mum all through COVID. This is the first flat that Nick and I lived in together. and we decided to rent a flat because obviously we wanted to see how we would work alone just living together, and then this is the flat that we welcomed our baby boy home to. So I think it was really important time as a family to be together in our own space, and we weren't in the position to buy when we moved into this flat. So yeah, just be kind to people in rentals. Obviously, if we could all just buy our own houses and be paying money into our own mortgage, we would prefer to, but you know, circumstances don't always allow for that. So yes, we are paying 2k rent at the moment. Once we are almost ready to buy a house, we may move back in with our parents for a short amount of time. Our water's 37, our electric and gas is 161, our internet's 27, and our council tax is 222, so that comes in at 2.4k. So I aim to do like 2.5 and leave a buffer. At the moment, I've just been adding to our son's savings ad hoc, but I want to add that in here too. I also want to add in a sinking fund for holidays, and I also want to add in a sinking fund for our car insurance, which we haven't been doing, which is really bad. We got stung by that this year, and we just like randomly had to pay £1,000, like we should have planned for it. So yes, those are all things that I need to sit down with Nick and add to our budget. But yeah, that's what my £1,250 every month goes towards. And on my Monzo, again, I'm gonna give myself £700. I wanna get a haircut this month. I could like put £500 on my Monzo and then have like sinking funds for my haircut, but it's all just gonna end up the same, you know? I'm getting a little bit of backlash on TikTok about how much I've been spending in the last month, and I do wanna reel it back in and definitely not spend anything over the £700 this month. But since we didn't go on holiday this year, we haven't been on holiday in like 3 years, and I had this like little bump of money, I just thought, you know what, I want to buy some clothes and do some nice things and just relax on my budget a bit. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on it next month and hopefully just stick to my £700. I have all my usual bills: £11 Canva, £72 phone. I have a Disney subscription, but I think that's on my Monzo, so it comes out of like my Monzo money every month. Netflix and Apple, that is for photo storage, which it is what it is. I can't get rid of it because I need to save all the pictures of my baby. And then we get to the exciting bit because I can finally put some bonus money into my savings and investments. So I'm gonna put £200 in my sinking funds. This is basically just Christmas, I think, at the moment. I'm not really saving for anything else, maybe a holiday, but I'm gonna sit down with Nick and discuss how much we should start saving for our next holiday. But I have £300 in my Christmas pot. I'm gonna put another 200, that's £500. That's like a really nice help for my Christmas pot, and this is August. We've still got September, October and November to help save for Christmas. The type of house ISA I have, you can only add £200 a month to. I have like a cash ISA separately, but I have one that you can only add £200 a month, so we'll put our £200 a month there. That left me with around £1,300, so I thought I should really put another 1,000 into the house savings, considering how much I took in this month was like 7,800. This is technically onto savings, but it was kind of replacing savings money. So of the 7,000, there was only like 2,000 in new savings so far. So I put another 1,000 into savings, and that left me with about £300. And I decided I wanted to buy some premium bonds. I don't have any, and T doesn't have any. We all have like ISAs and JISAs and other kinds of savings. But yeah, we don't have premium bonds, so I'm going to buy us £100 each of premium bonds. It's been on my to-do list forever. I like to leave a buffer of like around £50, £60. Once I get my budgeting down to like 60, I just kind of stop and leave it as a buffer in case I forget things or like accidentally charge things to be vinted and stuff. But I may put a little bit into my trading 212 account. If I have a working link, I'll leave it down below, but trading 212 is my preferred like stocks and shares ISA. This is not financial advice, but I mostly buy into like Vanguard funds. But what I like about trading 212 is you can buy individual stocks and shares as well, which is obviously more risky, but it's just like a little bit more fun. So sometimes I'll just whack £10 or £20 into a certain company that I like the look of. So yes, once I've been paid and I've done all this, I may top up my trading 212 account too. So including the Taylor Swift savings replacement, I am putting 5k into savings this month. So that is just like such a nice feeling. Like I'm so desperate to be able to buy a house for my baby, and I'm just trying to work as hard as I can and hustle as hard as I can to scrape together a deposit. So yeah. As I say every month, I am going to really try and make some more YouTube videos, but this time I actually have a plan for my next video, which is on Friday. I'm going to make my how I made my first £1,000 on TikTok video, because that's when I'm going to receive the final payout from TikTok that's going to push me over £1,000, which is very exciting. Long-term viewers of my channel may remember that I tried to manifest getting a 60k salary this year, and I manifested 57k. Well, I actualized 57k. So with that £1,000 from TikTok, that makes 58k. So I kind of want to make another 2k before the end of the year. I'll keep you posted, obviously, on that. When I sat down and wrote my January money goals, I put that I wanted to side hustle £100 a month from social media, which makes like £1,200. But to bring me to around 60k for the year, I would love it if I could side hustle 3k. So yeah, we're in August and I've only done one, but you never know how these things go. I'm gonna try. I have definitely been in a little bit of a funk recently and spending a bit more than I would have liked, but if I'd gone on holiday, I would have easily spent another £1,000, £2,000 than I have. So I think it's okay. Let's just get back on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.